In the first part of this build series, I focused on the bench top. In this video, I'm moving on to the base, cutting the dovetail tenons that lock the top into the base, and the mortise and tenon joinery that ties the whole bench together. Let's get building. I'm happy I finished the top and can move on to the joinery in this build. For me, this is the fun part. Still some milling to do for the long and short cross supports and accessory pieces, but nowhere near as much as the tabletop. I do enjoy milling lumber, but it can get real old real quick when you're doing a ton of board feet. For the base of this bench, I'm going to have 2 longer cross supports and 4 smaller cross supports that will support the legs, and they're all going to use pinned mortise and tenon joinery. The legs will be attached to the tabletop with a through dovetail tenon and a traditional tenon. I decided to build the mortises for these into the tabletop while I was making it, and I talked about that in the tabletop video. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. Now I'm going to use those mortises to mark out each traditional and dovetail tenon on the individual legs. I'm going to cut those tenons, ensure a good fit, disassemble, and then get started on the mortise and tenons for the cross supports. In retrospect, I should have built all the joinery on the legs, with the exception of the through tenons on the tabletop first. That way I could dry fit the base, and then place the tabletop piece on top of the legs and mark all 4 at once. Just an FYI if you're going to tackle this build yourself. So after I've marked out the tenon locations, I'm going to bring the lines down to where the shoulders are going to be. The top is 4.5 inches thick, and I want these to be 1 inch proud of the tabletop so I can trim them down later. So I marked the shoulders 5.5 inches down. For the dovetail tenons, I'm going to cut them close to the line and then use my chisel to clear the rest. Please excuse my painted nails, by the way. Earlier in the afternoon, my daughter thought it was important that I go to the day spa, and she gave me a makeover. To cut out the traditional tenon, I'm going to use the bandsaw to get right on the line and make several clearance cuts. Then chop out the waist with chisels and clean up the bottom with chisels in my shoulder plane. Yeah.
You almost done?
15 minutes?
Daddy!
I stand by my results on these dovetail tenons. They were a challenge and certainly not a perfect fit, but came out way better than I expected, and I had fun making them too. If you've built something similar to this bench, or would have gone about the build differently, drop it in the comments. Those conversations make these walkthroughs better. And if you're finding this content useful, consider subscribing and sharing to support the channel. With the leg tenons cut and test fitted, I can move on to the cross stretchers. I'm going to start with the longer ones first. I first marked out the mortise location on the legs with a marking knife and gauge, and then darkened up the lines with some pencil so I can really see the lines. Then I mark out the tenon locations by first marking the shoulders. To cut the mortises, I'm going to hog out the majority of the material at the drill press. Then I can clean up the rest with some chisel work.
Blends on all skin tones, leaves no marks, so we're good to go. CeraVe Blemish Patches from the #1 dermatologist recommended acne brand.
Don't relax.
Good morning.
For you, man. Put that out myself. Put something in there, just get you started.
Appreciate it.
Got a big night plan for you, kid. Youngster right there, that's Howie. He's a man with a plan.
Are you ready for your spa?
Nope.
Говорю, лейтенант, ты попридержи как можно дольше. Грязь стоять насмерть, позади Москва. Понял? Это прекрасно. Значит, что...
Anything I should be worried about?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
I found these common factory tenants. Need to load streets on the SS. See if anyone's talking.
We'll set up on Harlem. Meet with them later today. Just rock, fellas.
That's Chinese knockoff.
I like using hand tools in a low pressure situation like this. You get really good practice on hand tool work, and if you mess it up, no big deal because no one can see it anyway. The important thing with the mortise and tenon joints in these cross supports is that the shoulders on the tenons are nice and square. The biggest problem I ran into here was worrying too much about getting a perfect fit on these mortise and tenons. I would try a test fit, see that it was too tight, remove some material, and then try again. But the fit was so tight, constantly test fitting and then removing them took the bulk of the time I spent on the base, and it took a lot of energy. I think if I were to tackle a project like this again, I would ease up on the exactness of these joints, since they're going to be pinned anyway, and focus more energy on other parts of the build. Once I have all the mortises all chopped out, I get to work on the tenons. I wasn't sure what the best way to go about cutting these tenons was. They were a little deep to cut with the dado stack, and they're too big to use my tenoning jig on the table saw. I ended up using my bandsaw to cut the tenons, and then cut the shoulders with my table saw and sled. Being a small shop, I often have to move things around during builds. I can't complain, the shop is way bigger than my last one, but it's still super frustrating to have to stop and move machines during a build. This just shows you why it's important to have all your tools on wheels though. After I test fit the long cross supports, I get to work on the 4 smaller cross supports. So again, milling up for the legs, marking everything out, hogging out the mortise material, cutting the mortises with my chisels, and then I can move on to cutting the tenons.
And then with his starting brush, he sets me you. Ironic, no?
You shouldn't be so hard on it.
Oh, my father, in 9 times I won't. And now I'm going to bed.
Well, it's all a matter of perspective.
What are you doing?
I mean, got everything I need right here with me. Got the air in my lungs and
Now I'm going to do a dry fit of all the pieces, base and tabletop, to make sure everything fits okay before glue up. With some encouragement, all of the pieces fit together nicely. Now I just have to disassemble the whole thing and glue it up. Once glued, I'm going to drill out and place the pins on the mortise and tenons. Thanks for watching all. Please tune in to see the next video in the series where I'm going to be installing the leg and end vise on this bench. And if you enjoy build videos, check out this video next on how I built a double dog kennel with sliding barn doors. Thanks all.